Masculine Mandy, you act so manly. You tune in for those in the cheap seats. Tonight, I want to talk about this over masculinity that a lot of black women have. I stumbled upon a channel, and apparently this female or this content creator is good friends with Cynthia G. I believe her name is, correct me if I'm wrong, Nylah Says or Nylah Vibes or some shit like that. Well, I ran across one of her videos. It was recommended to me from the YouTube algorithm, and I was like, what is this? And I clicked on it, and the video was about black men not having wealth, black men not building, and black men are supposed to be in competition with white men, but we cannot compete with white men, and that our white oppressors are a better man than we are. And I listened to the video because, like I said, I don't know who the person is, and I didn't run across this person on my own. It was recommended to me, and I was like, okay, let me check this out, see what this is about. When I first started listening to it, one of the things I noticed was this woman had a masculine energy to her. She had this masculine undertone where she spoke in a way that she was actually trying to mother black men by wagging her finger and telling us that we ain't shit and that white men are at the top of the food chain, which they are. In America, white men are at the top of the food chain because white men own this country. They're supposed to be at the top of the food chain. I'm not gonna argue with the fact that white men are at the top of the food chain. It's their country they're supposed to be. My argument with her is this: if black men are at the bottom, which we're not, we're the number 2 men in this country, Latinos and Asians are still beneath us. And Asians only make up a very small percentage of the population. And Asians have advantages when they come over here that blacks typically do not have, but I'm not gonna go down that road. I'm gonna stay focused on this one. My problem with this person's whole attitude, because she sounds like a Cynthia G clone, and I'm not sure if she is. I gotta do a little bit more research on her, but my thing is this: if black men are at the bottom by your diatribe, by your point of view, if black men are at the bottom, I ask this question: where are black women? And then she had an answer for that. She was like, black women are above black men because we are going to school. First of all, you're not the most educated. You're the most enrolled. You might want to go and check your stats. You're not the most educated. You're the most enrolled. And even when you have degrees, they're in humanities or useless degrees that don't bring in wealth or contribute to the wealth of the household. They're in humanities. And let me point out this fact to you. At least 80% of black women make up retail and the federal government. You're not out here being entrepreneurs and all starting these businesses where you're just some boss bee. And another thing she said, she was like, black women reinvest their wealth into the community. How? Have you seen the black community lately? Where are you reinvesting those dollars when we all know by statistics and the data that most of you are only worth $5 in your network? So how are you reinvesting this so-called wealth into the black community when the black community is in shams? And that's where my point of gotcha is. If you're gonna say that black women reinvest in the community because you have the wealth and you're above black men in wealth, you've been running the black community for the past 50 plus years. And we see the results. The black community doesn't even exist. It's a black social construct. If you're so adamant about having this wealth and reinvesting it into the community, why are your boys reading at a 4th grade level? Why are there any centers for your boys to be properly educated since you're reinvesting your wealth so adamantly into the community? Because if we're looking at how your children are doing, your children are falling behind. Black men and, black boys and black girls are not doing great in the black community. Yeah, your daughters are growing up and they're going to get educated, but they're being educated in humanities. And let's face it, when women earn money or women earn wealth, they're always looking for someone, because of hypergamy, that has either the equal amount or more, because women don't like to reinvest their wealth or their income back into the household. That's a fact, because of hypergamy. If she wants to argue that fact, show me any woman that makes 80 grand a year and she's gonna settle for a guy making less. Since you're such investors into the black community, you wouldn't have any problems reinvesting that money or that wealth into your household. But we all know you don't. We all know that you can't hold on to a dollar longer than 6 hours. And I'm gonna put that on you because you say you are the leaders of the community and you are the ones that are building wealth and reinvesting in the community. And how come your dollar doesn't stay in that neighborhood and or that community but 6 damn hours? Huh? Miss, what's her name? Nylah, whatever her name is. If you are saying that black men are dusties, and they love throwing around this dusty word, if black men are so dusty, men are always going to be above women. And if you look at the income ratio between black men and black women, black men are making about 45, anywhere from 42 to 45, and black women are making anywhere from 28 to 32. Black men will still outperform you in income. So if you are the leaders of the community with less income, it's no wonder the community is in shambles, because you are not leaders, you're followers. You're born biologically to follow, not lead. This is why you're overly emotional, and this is why you create YouTube channels whining, bitching, and complaining that black men are dusty, they're trash bag, whatever you say, because it's not even clever, that nonsense y'all talk about, kitten heels and trash bag and shit like that. That shit's not clever. It's not clever at all, you little masculine Mandys. Oh, masculine Mandy, you act so manly. Girl, shut up and go sit down. That's all I got tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.